What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Arcadian's conditioning oil. Last video I reviewed the conditioning cream, which is right here. You can already notice like the size difference, but I'm going to get into that. So if the oil is something that you're interested in and you want to kind of see the comparison between the cream and the oil, then you're definitely going to want to stick around. But we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so we're going to get started right away. So you guys can already notice the size comparison like that I touched about. They're exactly the same in terms of like looks and product design. Just one is, the oil is 2 fluid ounces and this one is 4 fluid ounces. I think it just has to go to, one's a cream, one's an oil. So I think oil you have to use less, and they probably last just the same amount of time in terms of when the oil will run out in the cream, just because you can use more cream and get away with it. And oil, if you use a little bit too much, it's probably going to end up a little bit more, oily than you want it to feel, and a little bit more shine than you want to feel. But I use these two in like a different manner because I have both of them, but you can definitely settle for just one of them. I don't think you need both of them. I think you can choose either or. But right off the bat, the scent is just like the clay pomade, and if you're not familiar with the clay pomade, it's more like a citrusy, like lemon type scent, whereas this one was more like a more of a eucalyptus peppermint type scent. So that's like the main difference in scent. The oil, okay, so one of the biggest things I don't like about this is just the pump. It's a little bit more firm than I'm used to. Like usually you actually have to give it like a decent amount of force, and then what that does is it creates a little bit of a bigger pump than I would like, because you can't really control it. So I'll show you, like, if I can. And actually that ended up turning out better than I thought. But one pump, it's good enough, but I think it's still more than I would like, because like when I was using just argan oil back in the day, I used like 3 drops or 4 drops in my hair, because if you use too much, then it ends up being a little bit too shiny for my liking. Also, I use the conditioning oil. I found best for me to use it at night. So I just showered, so my hair is a little bit toweled. My hair is towel dried right now, and I usually take like because it's at night and I'm not going out anywhere, and I just want to replenish my hair with like the proper like nutrients, and just make sure that it's smooth and silky and it's healthy. So I don't mind like using 1, 2, sometimes even 4 pumps depending on like the season. Like right now it's like December, so it's a little bit more dry here, so I use like extra few pumps. But like I said, like I don't care if it's shiny. I just care if my hair is healthy, because I'm gonna shower in the morning anyways, and so it doesn't really make a difference. Whereas the cream, I use like 1 pump, and if I'm going to use it as a pre-styler, if I don't use the Paul Mitchell super skinny serum. So that's kind of the main difference how I use it. Like again, it only comes in 2 fluid ounces, so just be like kind of mindful about that. Personally, I think this, if you're gonna pick one and you're kind of debating and but really it's like the kind of what you're gonna use it for. If you're gonna use it, you want something that's a pre-styler, and you can use it at nighttime, then the cream could go with it. But if you're using it for like a beard or something, I know a lot of guys with beards, they don't really prefer the cream. The oil is a good alternative to go. And you only need like 1 pump, honestly, 1, 2 pumps max, depending on how big your beard is. But the oil does a good job. I personally think, because I use it as a pre-styler, it ended up being a little bit more shiny than I wanted to, even with 1 pump, just because that's what the nature of an oil is. Just it's kind of like, oils are oily. I don't know how to I don't know any other word to describe oily. It's like kind of like, slimy, like the oily texture. So like that's kind of like when you blow dry it, it still ends up feeling like that in your hair. And it's not a bad thing. It's just I don't personally like that when I'm styling my hair. The cream kind of goes in there like and emulsifies much easier, and it kind of like I don't really get that feeling in my hair that the cream's actually there. Yeah, I think I covered everything with this review. by the way, we hit 200 subscribers, so that means the giveaway. I'm going to announce it right now, so if you guys are still sticking around, I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you're brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And leave a comment. I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews later on. Like, I'm going to be doing as many giveaways as many giveaways as possible. So the next one I'll probably do it at like 250 subscribers. We'll see how it goes, but I do have like quite a bit of products like back over there that I want to give away to you guys. It just has to be given away, I think, at the right time. So yeah, I'm probably gonna aim for 250 subs, and then next one probably 300, and like kind of, you know, figure out different increments as the channel grows, and we'll see how fast it grows, and then we'll figure out that way. But I'm going to keep doing giveaways because, like I said, like I have all these products and I can't use all of them. So like some of y'all should definitely use them and see what you guys think. So without further ado, one more thing with the oil and the cream, both of these guys. I do use it on my skin too, like on my elbows and my knees. They get the most dry out of any body part that I have. So sometimes I'll just slap a little bit extra oil or cream onto my elbows, and yeah, and then I'll just go to sleep that way. That way I can hydrate. And if you're thinking about getting the oil, I wouldn't use it as a pre-styler, but if you're a guy that blow dries your hair into place, which is cool, and you don't want a pre-styler, you don't want to get a bunch of products, you can still blow dry your hair on medium heats and on high. So high but on medium heat. Like my thing has 2 settings, so I'm not really sure. Sometimes they only have 1 thing setting, so just set it on the middle and then blow dry that way. That's fine. It's not gonna fry your hair or anything. It's like kind of it's not like a myth, but I mean, it's gonna be minimal damage. And then, but if you use the oil every night and just like replenish your hair with you know, this oil, I don't really see how it can really damage, as long as you're drying it out a little bit from just blow drying it and the heat exposure. But then at night, if you just put the oil in, it kind of counters that, and your hair will be definitely perfectly fine. So that's all I have to have. That's all I have to say. Now I'm gonna switch over to kind of pick the winner. I'm gonna pick it on camera. I haven't picked it yet. I haven't picked it ahead of time. I'm gonna show you exactly what I did to pick the winner, so that way we don't have any confusion. And yeah, I just wanted to be real time. So I'm gonna switch the camera around right now. All right, guys, so I went through, you know, the subscribers, the likes, and the comments, and I picked out all the people that did them, and there ended up only being 10 of you guys, which is really nice for you 10 because it's a higher chance of being picked. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and put in the function equals rand between, and there are 10 of you, so the bottom number is going to be 1, and the top number is going to be 10. I'm going to close that, and when I click enter, it should randomly pick a number between 1 and 10, and then I'll associate that to the username, and then that person will be winning the giveaway. So it was 7. So I don't know how to pronounce it. Bobber Jack Channel. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that real quick. Bam. You are the winner of the Blue Mon, I even forget the product name. It's the Hybrid Cream Clay. Yeah, it's the Hybrid Cream Clay. You are the winner of it. So if you want to either DM me on Instagram, I preferably would like you to message me on YouTube with your address and stuff, so I can ship that out to you ASAP. And that, like I said, thank you guys for sticking around to the end. Appreciate all you guys for entering. I'm going to be doing more giveaways, so don't worry if you didn't win this round. There's going to be plenty of other giveaways. I promise you that. So thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.